All right. All right. Back for another Ask Me Anything video. Great question. Where and how are ways to get on other people's events to get more exposure and produce leads? I love this question. As always, I do have some content already created around answering this question. There is a podcast episode you will find on the Profitable Nutritionist Podcast, number 99. It is called Securing Referral Partners and Ideal Clients on LinkedIn. And it is an interview collaboration I did with my good friend Olivia Vizacaro, who has built her entire business off of referral partners and getting in front of other people's audiences that were comprised of her ideal clients already. So she broke down that strategy so beautifully. Highly, highly recommend. Go to episode 99. You're going to get all of the answers to the questions. But short answer here is you absolutely want to get exposure to other people's audiences if they contain your ideal clients. So I wouldn't waste a ton of time on audiences that are not going to produce clients for you. However, there could be a use case for that because, and you just have to decide. And then I'm like second guessing if I should even say that because I don't want to muddy the waters. But here's why there could be a use case for it. You get backlinks to your website when you are featured on someone else's website. So in a podcast specifically that had like a different business owner, I'm saying that has a website. Now, just civilians in the world don't typically have a website. This only works for business owners that have a website. But if you do something like a podcast episode with them and you're linked in the show notes of that podcast episode, or if you are in a summit or an online workshop or anything where someone is going to be linking to you as a resource from their website to your website, that is called a backlink. Backlinks, good. We want backlinks because search engines like Google look at websites that have a lot of backlinks, and a lot is relative, by the way. You just need to have more than most people in your space. So don't get bogged down with what is a lot. Google, the search engines, the almighty tech platforms look at having backlinks as a sign that you are an authority in your space, that you know what you're talking about. It's relevant content. People obviously like it. They're linking to it. So one of the things that search engine optimization is based off of, though we don't know exactly how those algorithms work, it is widely understood that how many backlinks your website has going to it is a factor there. So if you have an opportunity to do something with a business that's going to then give you backlinks, you might want to do that. Okay. It's good for growing authority and for SEO ranking and organic search results on those platforms. So that is the use case for that, from someone's website to your website. A backlink is not generated on social media platform to your website. It's from someone else's website or an actual website. Okay. And then the authority of that website that's linking to you also is a factor. We're getting too in the weeds. We're coming back. All right. Basically, yes, get in front of other people's audiences if they contain your ideal clients, and do it a lot. Do it as much as you can. I would love for anyone that is going to do that to really constrain their focus to mastering this marketing channel. And by this marketing channel, I mean finding referral partners and getting in front of other people's audiences. What I see so often is that people don't do this for long enough. Instead of going all in on finding referral partners, which is what Olivia and I talk about in that podcast episode number 99. And she has really good strategies for like a certain kind of referral partner and focusing on that one kind of person, which is really easy to do on LinkedIn because of the like how you can sort by business type and job title and all that. I'm not going to rehash that. Go listen to that episode. She gives all of the tips and tricks. The reason that is so successful is because you are constraining your focus to doing one thing and getting really good at talking to one type of person about how you can serve their audience. So do that and do it like for a while. The reason people don't see traction with any strategy like this is they don't keep going. Okay. They test it for a few days or a few weeks and try it a few times and then move on to the next thing. No, just commit. Be relentless. It totally works. Again, which is what Olivia shared in the episode. She has built her entire business on this strategy and she makes over $500,000 a year at this point. So highly recommend LinkedIn specifically for getting in front of other people's audiences. I know there are other ways to do that. You can get on different podcast platforms to find podcast guests on. That's also a good idea. But I really think if you were just going to do one thing and master one way to do this, LinkedIn is the place for finding referral partners for sure.